Good evening, Dr. Bhatia.
Good evening.
Hope you're doing well. Are you having a great day so far?
Yeah. It's been a great day. Tell me, how is it going at your end?
Oh, it's good around here. Lots of studying, homework.
Yeah. So you're also having virtual classes or are the schools open there?
Sorry, could you please repeat that?
I'm saying at your end, are there virtual classes open or are you going to school?
I can't hear you very well.
What I'm saying is, are the classes happening there as virtual classes or are you attending school in physical form?
Well, for 2 days every week, I used to attend school for 2 days.
Okay.
Otherwise, we just get homework. We don't have online classes.
Okay. That's nice.
So, thank you, Dr. Bhatia, for making yourself available for this meeting. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. No worries.
This will be in interview format and it will take approximately 15 to 20 minutes. Is it okay with you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you. I will share my screen as and when required, and please consider that the questions are asked on behalf of my age group, which is 12 to 13 years old.
Right.
Yeah. So, do you have any questions before we begin the interview today?
No, I just wanted to have an idea on what all about.
Okay. So, moving on to the next slide. By the way, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you. So, here's the agenda for today. This is split into 3 main sections. In the first section, there will be a set of questions asked.
Okay.
Personality check, which is just a activity and something for you to take away. And lastly, some suggestions and advice questions from you. So shall we begin? Yeah?
Yes, please.
Cool. So I just unshared. Yep. So just to begin with, can you briefly describe your role professionally?
Okay. So I'm a qualified medical practitioner here. Along with that, I'm specialized in healthcare management and I have work experience in pharmaceutical medical marketing affairs. Based on that, I worked in pharmaceuticals with AstraZeneca for 4.5 years and left that to start my own venture back here in India. So currently for last 7 years, I'm working on my own venture, which is into medical instruments, as well as we've developed our own range of natural handmade skincare products.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I won't say a lot, but yes, it keeps us occupied for a while.
So is your job hard? Or is it like, okay?
No, it's not hard. It's actually fun. Once you start doing what you want to do, it becomes fun, passion. There's a lot of creativity involved, so it's good.
Oh, thank you. So I think you must be kind of busy. So what hobbies do you enjoy if you have the time? It could be in lockdown or before lockdown.
See, before lockdown, hobbies I enjoyed was one was traveling to different places locally, domestically in India or internationally, exploring different places as a tourist, knowing the local cultures at different places. Otherwise, I prefer swimming during summers. Uh, I'm not too much of a fitness enthusiast, but yes, swimming is something which I still do. Other than that, it's more or less spending time with my kids, playing with them, uh, discussing things with family. And as you know, entrepreneurship is 24/7. You can't let it go anytime.
So where do you like traveling?
If we're talking about in India, I usually travel to either the mountains or the beaches. So have plenty of them in and around Delhi as mountains. So they are usually like 4 or 5 hours drive away. It becomes a weekend outing for us.
Oh, so moving on to the next question, which is
Yes, please.
that one soft skill that you might have gained in your professional or personal life, and you're very glad to have that skill.
I would say the biggest soft skill has been my interpersonal communication skills. That's the best component of what I have achieved. If I see my journey from my college days to current today, uh, this is something which everyone should develop over time. So
Yeah, I'm
it's
trying to develop it. I'm kind of scared talking
yeah.
in public.
No, it's good. You should talk to people, network out there because all other things apart, networking has its own benefits, has
Yeah,
its own due kind of advantages, even in difficult times like COVID.
yeah. Some people say that it's helpful, like you can do lots of things in it. So
Yeah, a lot of things. Once you have a good network, you talk to people regularly. You discuss on various aspects, not only about business. You can talk about politics. You can talk about your hobbies. You can develop newer skills. You can explore many avenues which you're not even used to.
yeah, it's good to know all that. So now I'm wondering if there's a skill that you wish you had.
I would say my negotiation skills are still they need shaping up. I'm not a very hard negotiator, but in coming times, I am working on it, and that's the skill we would like to go ahead with.
Oh, because I think you're very good at the moment.
Yeah.
So here's my next question. Has there been a time when you have been given a piece of advice that you followed? If so, what is it?
Uh, See, the biggest piece of advice I had gained, and I still say that that's the most path-changing measure for me has been learning to say no. Usually, it has always been that I was more of a agreeing person, but learning to say no is something which is very critical. And if you learn it at the right time in terms of service, in terms of business, it gives you a lot more credibility. And agreeing to disagree is another perspective, which I somehow personally feel that now uh, our thresholds are getting lower as humans in this. We used to have much better debates, much better discussions where people had their own school of thought and yet we were friends with each other. But nowadays, what happens is your political views or your financial views would tilt the whole discussion towards one end.
Wow, those are very good facts. Where do you get them?
Yeah. I got it from my professors, from my colleagues whom I have worked with. So I can't attribute it to one person in particular, but yes, over the years, the people I've worked around with, they had imbibed those values in their culture, which has now been learned by me as well.
Well, that's very good. So there's this like kind of a challenge for this last part. So if you would like to describe yourself, do you have three
Your
words?
voice is breaking up.
So do you have three words that could describe yourself?
Okay. One would be friendly, passionate, and talkative.
My dad's like that.
That's nice to know.
So you're not the only one.
Yeah, that's great to know.
So now the first section, the questions have finished.
Okay.
So now I will share my screen again so we can start with the personality check. So can you please confirm that you can see the slides?
Sure.
Yes. So let's start the next section of the interview, which is on personality check, and it's probably the most fun part of this interview. So before we start, there aren't any right or wrong answers, and if you feel that there are any hard questions, feel free to tell me.
Sure.
And you can skip them as well. So could you please put the 5 animals in the order of your preference?
Okay. So the most preferred here would be the lion, the cub, then the cow, the horse, sheep, and lastly the pig.
Okay. So now it's kind of like a prediction, what I would think. So find your priorities in life. So because you said
Okay.
tiger first, your pride is one of your first priorities, which you did say that's how you describe yourself. You're very prideful. Yeah?
Yeah.
And cow. So your second priority in life is job. This might be wrong, it's a kind of small prediction and a game.
Right.
And then you said sheep. No, horse. So your third priority in life is family. Yeah. And you said
Your voice again is breaking up.
okay. Is it better now? Can you hear me?
No, there's still some disturbance in the same. Yeah, now better.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. So then your third priority in life is your family. Your fourth
Right.
priority in life is love. And your fifth priority in life is money.
Right.
Yeah. It's just that it's just a small, but kind of a fun game. Yep.
Ah, that's nice. That's nice.
So now we'll move to the next one. So could you please record one word that describes each one of the following? The dog, the cat, the rat, and the sea.
So, all the four.
Yes, please. So just one word. Describe.
Okay. Dogs, loyalty.
Hmm.
Cats, naughty. Rats, smart. And C for me is vacation time.
So now this one is also another one where it describes the people around you. So the dog implies your own personality. So it kind of means like you're loyal. Yeah. And because you said, and then you said the cat is naughty, that's the personality of your partner.
Okay.
Then the description of the rat tells you that rats are smart.
Aryan, just one sec.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So
my daughter is here troubling me.
So the description of the rat implies the personality of your enemies because you said the rat was smart. So you're saying that like your enemies, the people who you challenged against, they're smart.
Right.
And then you said, see, vacation time, that implies your own life, which means like you like going on vacations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. that I would say is quite accurate.
Yeah. So now we'll move to the last part of this section, which is this slide. Can you think of someone who also knows you, which you can relate them to the following colors? And there are 5 colors: yellow, red, orange, green, and white. So could you please tell me a person for each category?
Okay. So I need to name them, or I need to fit who the person might be?
Just a person for each color.
Okay. So for yellow, that's my friend Rishi.
Okay.
Okay. Orange is my spouse, Simran. Red for me is again one of red. I don't know. I haven't attributed it to anyone in particular over the years. But usually I put red colors around my people I don't want to talk to, my enemies or my few of the relatives whom I don't personally like. Uh, Green again. That's my brother Paris, and white is my father.
Thank you. So I'll tell you the answers for each one. So yellow is someone that you'll never forget, but you would like to forget. I think that's
Okay.
wrong. I think that should be like red. Someone you will never forget that you would like to. Yeah?
Right.
Orange is someone you consider your true friend. Yeah?
Right.
And red is someone that you really love. Mm-hmm. And
Okay. For
green,
me, it's the opposite.
yeah. So green is someone that you would remember for the rest of your life, which you said your brother. And you said white, which is your twin soul, which means your father's like you. And there's actually a big coincidence here because I think 2-3 other people I've interviewed today, they've said white their father as well. Which is,
Yeah, because I think maybe it's like we want to be like them. We have seen them as our heroes and always
yes,
seen them as a moral standard we want to adhere to.
yeah. So I'll just stop the sharing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the second section of this interview has finished. So we're going to the final part, which is the guidance and the support. Yeah.
Right.
So from your personal experience that you've had, if you would
Yes.
give one advice to children that they should follow, what should it be?
Advice to the students or to you or somebody else?
To the children like of my age.
See, if one advice I would like to give to children of your age is don't be afraid of failures. Accept failures and move on and try to better them out. And so, usually, what happens is a lot of people take a lot of stress on failing on maybe a project, sometimes an exam, at times not even not being able to meet other people's expectations. But what we can tell is life will give you thousands of chances to prove yourself. So one advice I always have for youngsters is keep looking forward, be optimistic. Don't be afraid of failures. They're just a part of, they'll mold you into who you want to be.
Yeah, so it's kind of like chill out, like that. Like don't go like.
Yeah, don't be depressed or be worried about failures. Give your best, attempt your best, but again, if things go beyond your control, don't worry. There'll always be a next time.
So, following on, what advice do you think that the children should not do? The advice that you think that children should not do.
Don't be bound by rules. Don't lose your creativity.
That
Don't lose the rawness of the mind. What is there in children?
yeah, because if you don't use it, then it'll just go stiff and then.
So usually what happens is we get so much bound by studies we do or the kind of job profiles we venture into that we just lose out on who we are or what we love to do ourselves in our personal time. Uh, that's something which should not be left.
Many thanks for your answers. So
Yeah.
now we've completed the third section of this interview. So just to conclude, could I please request you what you liked about this interview?
Uh, the best part I've seen is it has given me a lot of perspective on my own life, going back from what I started, what I would like to maybe change or adapt in future. Because once we give you a certain suggestion, it applies to us ourselves as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
If I were to
it's nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, if I were to change something in this presentation, or maybe the way I talk, what would that be?
I would not have anything in particular to address to that. Uh, my thing would be in terms of the queries and all. It's whatever you would like to listen more to. You can maybe explore that aspect a bit further.
Okay, thank you. I'll keep that noted down. So, as an appreciation, I would send you a certificate for taking part in this project, which is, I'll just share the screen. Yes. So, it says this. I'll be sending you this
Thank you.
participants to you because you've spent time with me. So, overall, many thanks for attending this and being active. So,
It's always a pleasure if we could be of help in any way. Feel free to correct.
so goodbye, Mr. Bhatia. I hope you have a great day.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
You too.